Hello Tech World and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at Apple's brand new M2 iPad Air in the blue color, to which I will be providing you with my first impressions after having this device for 72 hours now. There's a lot to discuss, so if you're new to the channel, we cover everything tech and gaming, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. And without further ado, let's get back to the newly released M2 iPad Air. When it comes to the unboxing of the new M2 iPad Air, you shouldn't expect to find much, as the only things you'll find inside is the iPad, a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, a 20-watt charging brick, and a manual to which no one ever reads. And for those who enjoyed the Apple stickers, well, they are something of the past, as Apple has finally decided to not include them inside of the box. But if you're someone who can't live without your stickers, I did hear that you can ask for them when making a purchase at the Apple Store, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. When it comes to the brand new iPad Air, they come in 4 different colors, which are blue, purple, starlight, and space gray. But that isn't even the exciting part. The exciting part was the fact that for the first time in Apple's history, they would be bringing another size to the Air lineup, a brand new 13-inch size. Unfortunately, that isn't the size that I went with. As for me, I decided to go with the 11-inch base model iPad Air, which comes with the M2 chip and 128 gigabytes of storage. Now, looking at this tablet, you might be thinking, what's new about this tablet? Well, to start things off, you're now getting the M2 chip, which was the same chip that we had in the previous iPad Pro, which means you're getting a beast of a chip in Apple's mid-range device. Apple's M2 chip provides users with a 15% faster CPU, 25% faster graphics, as well as 50% more memory bandwidth than that of the previous M1 iPad Air. The M2 chip comes with an 8-core CPU, a 10-core GPU, as well as a 16-core neural engine. Not only is there a difference in performance, but there's also been a difference in the location of the front-facing camera, as Apple has moved the camera from the top of the iPad to now in a landscape orientation, which is something that I love to see. Last but not least, my favorite change with this new iPad has to be the starting base storage on this device, as Apple has finally made the change in storage from 64 gigabytes to now 128 gigabytes of storage for its base model. This was a change that was definitely needed, as 64 gigabytes of storage is not enough for anyone in the year of 2024. When it comes to similarities, both these iPads have a lot in common, as the M1 iPad Air and the M2 iPad Air come with similar battery life, screen quality, camera, RAM, and more. So if you were thinking this would be a huge upgrade from your M1 iPad Air, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it really isn't. So if you currently have an M1 iPad Air, I would definitely hold off on upgrading for the time being. When it comes to the display on this device, you're getting a beautiful liquid retina display, which in my opinion is still a stunning and beautiful screen to which I watch my movies, shows, and anime off of. Though it's a great display, I would have loved to see the addition of mini LED, seeing as the new iPad Pros would be coming out with OLED screens. It would have been great to see, but unfortunately, Apple did not make it so. But as stated before, the liquid retina display on this iPad is no slouch, and it still makes content consumption enjoyable on this device. You just won't get those deep in blacks when watching movies or shows. Moving on, let's talk about the refresh rate on this device, which is yet again 60 Hz, which is a disappointment, and it's sad to see, as I would have liked to see Apple switch things up by providing us with at least a 90 Hz refresh rate. These days, you can find a lot of budget-friendly Android tablets that come with a 90 Hz refresh rate. To some, the refresh rate might bother them, but for me, it's not too big of a deal. When it comes to the build of the M2 iPad Air, it feels good in the hands and feels quite premium. As for the weight of this device, the iPad Air feels lightweight, slim, and is extremely portable. As someone who likes to do a lot of gaming on tablets, trust me when I say I've had no issues holding this tablet for hours playing games such as Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Warzone, and more. As for accessories for the 2024 iPad Air, it's unfortunately not compatible with the new Magic Keyboard that just released, but is instead compatible with last gen's Magic Keyboard. As for the Apple Pencil, this new iPad is compatible with the new Apple Pencil Pro, as well as the Apple Pencil USB-C. So if you're someone with the 2nd gen Apple Pencil, well, unfortunately it will not work, which is sort of a bummer. Do remember, there will be several different third-party companies that will provide accessories to go with your new iPad Air, if that is a route you're willing to check out. As for me, I am currently using the Apple Pencil USB-C paired with the Rebound 360 magnetic keyboard case by ESR. I decided not to buy the new Apple Pencil Pro seeing as I'm no artist, and it just didn't make sense as I already owned the Apple Pencil USB-C. Moving on, let's talk about the cameras on this device. Again, I'm not one who really cares about the cameras on a tablet, as this isn't something that I typically use unless I'm using FaceTime to speak with friends or family. But when it comes to the front-facing landscape camera, you get a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and as for the back-facing camera, you get a 12 megapixel wide camera that has the ability to shoot videos in 4K. As for connectivity, the M2 iPad Air provides you with the super fast Wi-Fi 6E as well as 5G cellular if you decide to buy an iPad with cellular, which will run you an additional $150. The M2 iPad Air also includes Bluetooth 5.3 instead of Bluetooth 5.0, which is on the M1 iPad Air. As for the battery life on this device, it is said to have the same battery life as the one on the M1 iPad Air, which would be up to 10 hours of web or video use on Wi-Fi. I have yet to really test out the battery on this device yet, but make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my updated review once I've spent more time with this iPad. When it comes to the speakers on this device, in my opinion, they sound very good. The speakers can get pretty loud on this device when watching shows or listening to music. Let me know what you think. When it comes to gaming, it's been a great experience as the M2 chip will provide you with amazing performance when playing games. I've been able to play games such as Genshin Impact, Oceanhorn 2, Call of Duty Warzone with no issues whatsoever, as the game ran smooth with no hitches. Trust me when I say gaming on this device should not be an issue at all, as this powerful chip can handle any present game. This is the tablet you'd want if you're someone who enjoys gaming and wants to future-proof their device for years to come. When it comes to frames, this device comes with a 60Hz refresh rate, so if you're looking for 120Hz, then you'd have to purchase an iPad Pro, as that device will come with ProMotion. Overall, I've enjoyed gaming on this device and will continue to use this until further notice. So, who is this iPad for, and is it worth the upgrade? In my honest opinion, if you own an M1 iPad Air, I would highly suggest you skip this iPad, as the M1 should still be able to handle anything you throw at it, whether it's a little bit of video editing, photo editing, and more. As of right now, the iPads just have a lot of power inside them, but aren't really able to take advantage of it. With iPadOS being so limited, there really is no need to upgrade. If you're thinking of upgrading, I would hold off until next month, as WWDC will be happening, and it will provide us with more information when it comes to what kind of direction Apple is trying to go in when it comes to iPadOS. If you're someone interested in purchasing your first iPad and you're looking to get this iPad, let me tell you right now, this is a great device that will last you years, and in my opinion would be the best pickup for the majority of people. As always, Tech World, it's been a pleasure, and I will catch you guys on the next video.